Let's get back to the arena and Jeff and Butch.
Good job. McCorder. Oh, he's behind. He's 2 hands down and launched. Wow, what a good horse.
Yeah, good news is he stuck the dismount there. Boy, 83. In the first round.
He dodged a bullet on that one.
Yes, he did.
Could have easily been in those mid to high 80s. Great job marking him out. I couldn't tell if he lost this stirrup on this side or didn't look like it.
Wow.
So no score for Q.
Yeah, and he's kind of hurting. I don't know if it's from the flying or the landing or an injury from before.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if it might have been the cause of that. That didn't look typical Q McCorder there.
I think Lefty Holman's going to be next. Painted Hawk.
Stepping in on Painted Hawk.
Squeaked in at the end, 15th in the world, headed back to the National Finals Rodeo. I don't ever feel sorry for Lefty because he married a girl from Hawaii, so he gets to spend a lot of time on the Big Island.
Plus, he's a cool character. No, Lefty's really good. Painted Hawk. 4 trips to the Wrangler National Finals. Now he's headed to number 5. I mean, that's the way you want it. He was 80 points last night, so he's to be 80 to get in there right now to get ahead of Darcy, but then you go to 163.5, Cash Wilson, so he'd like to be about 85 or 6.
Leapfrog as many as you possibly can.
All right, Lefty. Get hold of that inside foot. Just a nice horse, jumps and kicks. But I mentioned nice right in there, maybe too nice. I don't know. We'll wait and see. It's coming in with an 80-point score from last night.
So let me know you're a fan right about now, North Dakota.
Lefty. Another look at it. Now watch this inside foot right here. Right there he misses the front end. Right there he misses it. And then right here he picks it up. So 2 jumps. You know, that'll be a couple little mistakes. From the rest of it was good. I mean, it just one of those businessmen. Absolutely, 83 points. Puts him in there now. That might be the 10th and final spot.
163 on 2. He is going to be the guy on the bubble, though. He is in the 10th spot.
Which that's not a comfortable feeling with Ryder Wright, Rusty Wright, Brody Wells, Sage Newman, Kade Bruno, Weston Patrick. I mean, there's not a safe spot. And here he comes.
Yeah, reigning world champion, 3-time world champ, 85 last night. Heading to Las Vegas, ranked number 1 in the world, and we're about to see why.
Oh, boy, he's out of shape right there. Come on. Oh, I think he's going to get him, though. Look out. Oh, what a bronc ride. Talk about a battle. I have no idea how he got through 8 seconds right there. And neither does he, other than just pure grit. Oh, Ryder. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Casey Fredericks right there patting him on the shoulder. And look at this. Great mark out, but snaps his neck right there. I mean, any time in here, he could have just absolutely launched himself. But he would not give up. Kept spurring, going for it, 83.5. I don't know about that. That was a lot of work to be 83.5, but definitely going to bring him back into the finals.
168.5 on 2 for Ryder. That will bump Lefty Holman to the curb. Well, that's going to put him in 4th place overall.
Yeah, you're right. Right ahead of Damien.
He is working off of an 85.
So that bumps Lefty Holman off that bottom spot. Now Cash Wilson is there at 163.5.
Shay Fornier getting ready. Gronk is the draw for him.
He needs to be 84 or better to get ahead of Cash Wilson. Gronk, this is not an easy one to get by right here. All right. Gronk, here he comes. Big Bay, jumping and kicking. Oh, this looks good. Shay, keep it up just right down the pin. Right there is a little trick. Big finish. I think he's going to do it.
Yeah, you got to have 84 to move in.
I know.
80 for him last night. Going to make it interesting tonight.
Man, this looked good, though. Better. Last night he was kind of having trouble getting a hold with his feet through the spur motion. Tonight, no problem. How good is that? I mean, mark that ride 23 and a half. Mark that horse somewhere right there. Kind of takes away from the horse maybe right at the end. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I think 86 and a half points for him.
There we go. So he'll bump Cash Wilson. 166 and a half.
Ties with Alan Bohr. Both those guys in there, 166 and a half. Cash is done. Jake Finlay now moves to the bubble at 164. Here comes Rusty Wright. 86 for him last night.
Yeah, so just a 78 or better would tie. 78 and a half would let him get ahead of Jake.
Well, we talked about we might see a bunch of those blue shirts in this round of 10. That's the way it's stacking up right now.
Painted commotion. This horse is pretty bucky. But boy, Rusty looked so good last night. Man, he made a good ride. I actually thought he could have been a point or two more than he was.
We got 4 Wrights in the top 10 right now. Or 3, basically. Could be 4 right here.
Come on, Rusty. Keep going. Get ready at the fence. Here it comes. Little scoot. Great job picking that timing up off the fence. So, Rusty, doesn't have to be a lot, but I think he's going to land in those maybe low 80s just because the horse covered a little more ground than some of the others. All he has to be is 78 and a half to get ahead of Jake. Man.
How much do they dock you when you get, it's been 83 and a half, by the way, is the score. So
good
safely in the top 10. But when you hit the end of the fence like that, the last jump or two kind of winds up, stalling out a little bit. How much does that hurt you?
Well, you watch the rider. Like it really, Rusty, he kept hustling through it and never really made a mistake off it. He hung just a little bit, but he had to. So you won't dock him a lot. If he'd have hung in the kennel for 2 or 3 jumps right there, would have been a pretty big deduction. But he did a great job hustling through it.
169 and a half, tied for 3rd in that average. Jake Finlay's eliminated. Now we have 4 Wrights in there, but unfortunately Statler's the guy that's on the bubble at 165. And here comes Brody Wells, who was 87 points last night.
Wow, yeah.
Tied for 2nd.
Made a really good ride on his re-ride, and he's got blessed assurance. He said he was the first guy that ever – this horse was a bareback horse, and Sparky moved him over to the Bronc Riding, and Brody said he was the first guy to get on him in the Bronc saddle. He said he's outstanding. So I think he likes his draw. Had to do his 2nd NFR, and I mean – last year he was down there. It was just kind of quiet during the week. I will guarantee you this year when he gets to Vegas, people are going to remember who Brody Wells was. Another look at it, just trying to sneak around in that chute. Man, you don't want to cost yourself a chance to win any money. Here he comes. Oh, yeah, no problem there. All right, Brody. Oh, this looks good. This looks real good. Brody, keep it up. Big finish. Pretty ride. We have another guy moving on. And I think that's going to get Statler at 165 points on 2 Broncs. I don't think he's going to make it. I might be prejudging this, but I think this is a pretty simple equation right here. Really good ride. Brody won $6,000 in that first round. 85 and a half points for Wells on this one.
Yeah. Cruise control. Cruise control, and that will eliminate Statler, right?
172 and a half. So that puts him all the way up in 2nd place, just ahead of Gus Galliard. Wow.
Nicely done by Brody Wells.
Statler Wright's out. Now Alan Bohr at 166 and a half. That's how tough this is. It has been such a good bronc ride. And I mean, tip your hat to Brad and Sparky and all those guys that put these horses together. And Sage Newman's going to go for a check in this round. This horse is not easy to ride, and he's not very fun either. Big, long, kind of down through there. Not a lot of hang time. Sage, not a real player. He missed his horse out last night, so he was hoping he'd have a horse maybe to be 89 or 90 on, and I don't think that was the horse. Looked pretty good right here, but this horse kind of is going to get over here by the fence right there. It's going to take off. 83.5 points.
Yeah, and the good news for Alan Bohr is, now you got 3 guys left. You have Weston Patterson, no score for him last night. Kade Bruno at 79.5, and Liam Pauly is sitting there at 81.5. So it's not like they're working off 84s and 85s from this first round. They're going to have to make a big bronc ride to come get him.
Yeah, absolutely. Cade's going to have to be 86, I think, to get ahead of Allen.
And I don't know how the tiebreaker works. You got Fournier and Bohr both at 166.5.
I think they were saying that go back to the highest score in either of the go-arounds I think is the tiebreaker, Jeff. So, but Bruno, he's not afraid to be 90. That's the thing about this guy. Margarita Bells, I saw him before the rodeo. You and I were walking. I said, "What do you got?" He goes, "Margarita Bells." I go, "What's she?" He goes, "I have no idea." I go, "Well, when you ride by, let me know how it felt."
Well, if that's the tiebreaker, Bohr is definitely the guy on the bubble at 166.5. And Kade Bruno is one of those guys. He's just bottled up lightning, and he can strike at any minute.
He really can. Just something about him. Good mark out. All right, Bruno. Keep it up. This horse is kind of just going down through there. Maybe not the funnest horse to get on in this pin, but Bruno, if you need to be 87, I think is what it's going to take to tie. I don't think that's going to be enough for us, Jeff, for Kade. Good mark out. Look good right here. Good kick, strong. Bruno, no problem. He's doing his job. And then this horse is just going to kind of go through the motions. Cade's going to just do the best he can, but boy, you could almost throw a rewrite option out right there for Kade, but
I agree.
Not going to happen. 78.5. So luck of the draw. Bruno's out.
Yeah, he covers 2, but he's not going to make it. The good news for Kade, headed to Las Vegas, number 5 in the world standings, ready to fight it out to maybe win his first world championship here in December. Weston Patterson, Liam Pauly, the last 2 guys. Now on board, sitting on the bubble, 166.5.
Yeah, Weston can't get him.
He can't bump him.
Liam Pauly's the last guy that can get him. We'll see what Liam can do. He'll be the last guy to go. Patterson headed to his first NFR. So he's looking at a $9,024 ride if he can be 89 or better and get ahead of those 288.5s. And he can definitely ride good enough to do it. There we go. Quick with his feet. Oh, boy. That was a good ride. That little horse, talk about make a lot of jumps in 8 seconds. That was a fast one. Faded Spark, and that was a quick-footed little deal. Weston gets off. Good bronc ride. Don't know if he's going to be 89, but sure should land in those mid-80s somewhere.
Yeah, 86 points for him.
That'll get him some money.
Not a wasted trip to Newtown.
Usually you like to look under your rein right at the horse's head. I don't know if he even saw the horse through this whole ride. But, man, what an aggressive spur ride. Good timing, kept going, big finish. I mean, that kind of horse, you don't have time to think through the ride. This is all muscle memory. You just go through those motions, that feeling. It's just really important on a fast horse like that.
And on the last guy that can bump Alan Bohr, Liam Pauly. 81.5 for him last night. Final guy to go in section number 3. But that close to having the top 10 all settled.
Well, 85 will time. 85.5 will get him ahead of Alan Bohr. So if you're Alan Bohr, you're a little nervous right now. Liam, man, what a good young bronc rider that's coming on the scenes. Miles City, Montana. Of course, that Pauly name. Bud Pauly, Bill Pauly, great bronc riders themselves. This is a nephew of those guys, and Liam gets that final adjustment on that back cinch. Ira Dickinson right there on the head to help him. And the guy on the head, too, your job also is to make sure that horse turns its head out and looks at the arena and doesn't turn out backwards. So most of them know their job and do it. Some of them you kind of got to help them. Think about it. Make that move out of the chute so you can spur them out.
Take him long to settle in.
He's not going to miss him out. Oh, Liam. Oh. No score for